So hello and welcome back. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, the camera cut out. There's a lot to go wrong, and what happened is that. Now, I've just clicked on the shortcuts, the Petcity 2 icon. Now, because we loaded on, we are ready to go. So it's been a couple, maybe an hour, well, at least an hour. So we'll see how the pet's doing. And I've watched through the video so I know where it cut off. Alright, so we're back on the loading screen. I know you guys are going to be sick of this, but I think it's important we know how to get back into the game because of, let's face it, you know, it's something you're going to need to know how to do. So yeah, what happens when either the battery dies or the memory card is full with this camera is that it doesn't save. So it just stops at the last point it saved. So I've had to do some jiggling and yeah, you know, it'd be interesting to see what else has happened other than the fact that I've taken a few things out of the habitat which I put in with you. So we'll continue with Facebook. And if I need to wiggle the camera around, I'm sorry, but such is life. I like it to be straight. Oh well. Yeah. So, yeah, we're on the blue screen. Ah, there we are. So we can see that it's been an hour because we've got the food bag, and what we can do is click that food bag, and that's released 100 gold hearts. Sorry, it's released some gold coins and it's released 100 hearts. So I'm looking close to leveling up at level 10. Now I can go back onto the care guide and I can play with the teddy. Now, I didn't make it very clear actually on the last video. The buddy can play with the teddy, he can be groomed and he can look in the mirror, but he can't be fed. So, you know, I just didn't make that clear. But when you've got twins and you've got them identically the same, then it can be difficult that you have to do the food to the right one. So yeah, time consuming that you get the wrong one first, always. Alright, so how are we on view? Alright, I can bring you a bit closer. Now we haven't got the address bar this time, so oh, that's fine. So I'm just going to feed the pet, and if I try and feed the buddy, it just doesn't do anything. So I know, got to feed Trixie. Okay, so I'm going to ask for some ingredients. We have steamed asparagus here, and I'm going to ask friends. So while we were off, the invites that were sent and received to these four people. So I've asked them for some asparagus, and when they come online, they're going to send me some asparagus, and hopefully they'll ask for something as well. So I've given her a meal of 1 hour, which is the same as before, and I can see here that I've got 5 messages in my inbox. Now, yes, somebody sent her 10 green cash, and they've also sent her 2 wigs. Now I was going to save up for the wigs, but I really don't like it when they don't have nice hair, which says more about me than it does about them. And somebody's also sent me some meal bags. Now that's great, I can show you about meal bags and daisies as well. So, you know, there's lots of little things you can do. It's not just the decorating. So I've accepted those gifts by clicking on them, and there's a reply button where I can go, thank you. Now the meal bags I can cash in the habitat. Now, yeah, you get your meal bags through feeding your pet, and at the moment, because I'm below level 40, I can't gift gold. Okay, so just done that, and it sent me a few hearts, and it says I've reached level 11. So more hearts and more stuff. Now what happens with the food bag? Can we see that saucepan? Yeah, it's a nice crock pot, isn't it? I wouldn't mind one like that. we can go into the collections box. Now this is the locked box, and if I scroll down, now some of these things you need specific things to get them. So we can see that I've given her a teddy bear to cuddle, so she's got a few teddy bears and she's got a few pots. So if I click on the plus item, it comes up on my wish list. So anyone who visits my pet will be able to offer me a knife. Now if I get full 5 of them, I can trade it in. This will light up green and I can get 100 gold coins and 1 green cash. Okay, green cash equals more animated stuff. Okay, so where were we when the camera decided to cut out? I know, it's user error. We were in the garden and we were busy decorating. Now, I've opened the cache up, so I've got some cache here. I used all my water, so you didn't get to see that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy some water. Yeah, I might actually have to click right on that, and I'm going to buy some water. Now, I know last time we planted lilies, but these are my favourite flowers. You can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves, and you can eat the seed pods. The seed pods are nice and spicy. Alright, yeah, trust me, I'm not mad, I'm just English. Alright, so I'm going back into the garden. This was the garden that I was doing, and while the camera was out, I planted these seeds and watered them. So, but you need to know how to plant seeds and water them. I don't know if you do. It's quite intuitive, this part. So I've put the decorations back in the new habitat, and in storage I have my new seeds. So I'm just going to plant my seeds. There we go, that'll do for now. And on this icon I'm going to cache it in. So I'm moving it to my Habby. Now most things are, you click on them. You put them into your habitat and you click on them. So, and I can water these. Now these ones come back in 8 hours and I can harvest them. Now the other gift I received was the daisies in baskets. Now if I put them into my habitat and I water them, I get +6 hearts, which means I level up faster, which means that I can do more in most games, not in this one, except for the gifting of gold. And I've got a few coins. Now, I can then water them again in 7 days, or I can gift them back to my friend and she can water them the next day. It's kind of like gifting them refreshes them, so it's a good thing to know if you want to get coins fast, and some of the stuff is so cute that you might want to do that. Alright, so that's good to go. I'm going to put the rest of the seeds in off camera because obviously that would be a bit boring. Now I'm going to go to the shop and I'm going to get some things to decorate my main room. But this really is quite annoying for me. I want to put the sofa there. So how do I do it? I'm going to go to the shop. And I'm going to go to the shop. Now what you need to do is, it's exactly at that point, and then you need to go to the furniture. So you need to scroll across exactly the point. So I'm now in the furniture shop and we can see where those daisies are for sale. So they need watering every 7 days, unless you gift them to a friend and then you can refresh them. Up here is the shelves. Now, I know this means that I can have my sofa floating in midair. Okay, so I just need one. I know it's quite a big sofa, but I just need one. And I'm going to get a few other things just to decorate my habitat, my main room. So I've reached level 12. And before I leave here, I want to show you something else. So, it says here that I can't buy this as a gift, not until I reach level 40. I can add it to my wish list, Now I will show you the wish lists in a moment, and yeah, and maybe a very kind-hearted friend would buy it for me. I might actually take it off and put something I like on, but that was the first thing that came up. Okay, this is quite handy as well. This is a glass panel that reveals the outside scenery, so I'm going to buy one of those, and then we're at the end here. So yeah, I think I've got enough to be going on with. One of the things that I did buy when I was off camera, not recording, is I bought some extensions for the floor. Now this comes in a moment, so that's good. All right, so we are back in our garden. We have a little shelf. I'm sorry, I should have bought a glass of water. It's really the height of summer here, and I've got hay fever, and even just seeing those pictures of flowers sets me off. I know, pathetic. So what I've done is I've clicked and dragged this little shelf into the habitat. Okay, moved it around slightly because it's being a bit jittery, and I'm going to put it there. Yeah. Now with this sofa, because I want it quite far away, so I want the perceptive of the distance, and then I'm going to balance my sofa on that shelf. I know it's only a little shelf, but it works. So what I can do is I can hide it a bit better, so the shelf will be behind this. Alright, I'm going to click on advanced mode, which is down here in the corner, and I am going to click on my shelf. No, actually I'm going to click on my stone, and I'm going to cover that by pulling the stone out one layer. I know, it makes perfect sense to me, and yeah, so let's talk about these buttons. I've got the advanced button, which I can put stuff. So I'm going to highlight this sunflower, and I can make it go wobbly. Yeah, it's important. And I can also make it smaller, and I can turn it left to right, which is also really handy. So let's just keep that small but straighten up a bit, because that's going to be annoying. Lovely. So that's the advanced mode, very good. And we also have the show grid. This white line here is the middle of the screen, because the screen goes off to here, and trust me, it's good. And these little black lines here are where the pet walks, so yeah, it's good to know. It's good to know. All right, so let's go back to the main room. Now I did that by clicking on the house in the corner. Now the things that I bought in the shop was, I said I bought some floors. So what I'm going to do is change the perception of the room. I can hide my pets because it's easier to decorate. So I'm just going to stack them against the wall. Now one thing I can do is I can make it a bit clearer for myself by changing the wall colour. So yeah, that makes all the difference, doesn't it? I can see what I'm doing. So that was a wallpaper that I bought in the wallpaper department. Now one of the things that comes in the starter pack is a curtain, so I can put that there just to hide up the you know, the edges there. So now in the kitchens department there are a couple of coin kitchen cabinets, so I can just put it there and make it look as if the single room now has a kitchen. And as these luckily float in midair because they're halfway up the wall, be the equivalent of there, yeah, that's good. Otherwise I'd have to use one of those little shelves. So that's that done. I'm very happy with it. I can tidy it up and do a bit more off camera. I'm gonna put the rug there, because I think you do have rugs in kitchens, don't you? But then I might buy another rug. Yeah, so do spend some time just looking around the shops. There is a new release, and it is on probably about 8 o'clock in the UK, so I'm sure somebody else somebody will be able to tell you in your time zone what time it is. So I'm going to move the bed. It's quite intuitive, you know, the things that are on the bed are going to stay on the bed, and I have a couple of floor tiles here so I can put the bed a bit behind. Now if I put the bed, sorry, it's all a bit sticky today. I've got other things going on in the background, other windows open. I can put the bed behind and just use that floor as an edge, yeah? And it can sort of hang off the edge. So I know that there's a full bed there, but the perception makes it change slightly. All right, so I think I've bored you enough. Now, like I said, that we invited a few friends and they've clicked and woken up. So let's go visit one of them. Now, we won't be able to actually pick up any trash, ooh, steady now, until tomorrow. It needs to go through a midnight. Now, on the wish list, when we clicked on the cooking pot and we said we'd like one of those knives, Linda here, she's also said she would like a purple carnation and emerald and everything else like that. So if we had them and we wanted to gift them, we could. Yeah, sounds fair. And she also has a wish list. Now this was, we put the big window, yeah? So, and she's got some seeds there, so we can definitely buy her some seeds because they're coin, and we can't gift out gold yet. So let's give her just one. Seems a bit mean. We'll give her 6, 7, 10. 10 sounds fair. And we do have to keep an eye on our coins so that we've got enough for ourselves. And it comes up with her name, Linda. There we go. And we can look around her hubby and everything else like that. And what will happen tomorrow is that there'll be pieces of litter so that we'll be able to, yeah, gift them out really. Yeah, we just click on the litter and then, yeah. But we can come back to that tomorrow. So that's her habitat. It's very pretty, isn't it? Yeah, you know, she set the standard very, very high. And yeah, we'll be doing good habitats. I promise, I promise. Now, to get back home after we visited all our friends, we click on a house which goes home, the same as we would do if it's in the shop. And we can see that where we left things, sometimes they do need a little bit of wiggling, so we just do that. I'm leaning on the tripod. I really like this cushion, by the way. Yeah, I always take the attitude that I don't put things in here that I wouldn't have in my own house, so yeah. And that's a bit floaty in midair, so we just change that. So what else can I do today? You know, I can invite friends. I haven't been approved to join Petcity VIP yet, but then again, it is the middle of the night, so not here, but there. And yeah, I've just got to wait really till tomorrow. I can do a bit more decorating, and yeah, okay, another thing that I like to do, so we have here the main storage. If I went to the shop and I bought something from the shop, it would pop up here. If I open one of my gifts, it will come down here as well. Now, if I scroll along here, it says it's empty, which is not surprising, but there's a little pencil mark and I can change the name. Now, I like to keep my storage tidy. I know, which is quite surprising, really. And I'm going to change its name to Coin. And I'm going to change this one, so it's got one item in it, which is a bit weird. So we'll have a look to see what that is. And I'm going to change that to gold. Now, it's really not important, but it does mean that you can find things and you can hide things as well. So what have I put in here? Oh, I've got sunflowers. That's nice. Oh, I bought a window, didn't I? Okay, let's do that. So let's go back to main storage, and I wanted to show you the window. Now there is a window that comes with the game, and there is a default scenery behind there. Now the only other, this is yeah, not for sale in the shops, I don't think, so it's part of the starter pack. And what I'm doing is I'm having trouble finding it. How do you see something that's see-through? Okay, so hi, so welcome back. I'm sorry about that. It was technical issues. The camera battery died, so it went back to saving the last place that it was saved. Now, loads has changed since I finished. Now, we have dressed the girls and we have put wigs in the girls. We have received a few friends. Now, these are people I invited. Now, I would like to just do this. So we're going to click the bottom button here, the invite friends. And I am going to click other friends users playing Petcity 2. Now, FM53, that is who I am. So if you'd like to be my friend, you're more than welcome. And yeah, so that's that. Whilst I'm on these buttons, we've got the invite friend, we've got the search bar here. Some of these things are not that good. I don't think it's available yet, but we can search for seeds and see if that's going to show us any seeds. Nope. Okay, that's just because it's a new game. We've got the shop and where we bought the furniture. We've got the storage, so just taking a minute to load. And we've got the closet. Now, the closet's where we change the girls' clothes, so we can take that dress off. There are a few clothes that come in here, but I did buy the dresses because I like them to be in matching clothes. I was gifted the wigs, so the wigs are, yep, and then you just place it on and it sorts itself out. There is a bit of a glitch with the shoes. Like I said, they will be sorted out soon, and sometimes they're a bit hard to get off, sometimes they're quite easy. So that's the girls. Trixie. And if we click here, we've got Jenny Lee, the buddy, and we can change the clothes. I changed their faces slightly so they're a bit more identical. I don't think I showed you that because I just didn't. But if you put them side to side, they're a bit of a matching colour. Or Jenny Lee's got blush on and Trixie hasn't. Now this makes life a lot easier. When I'm feeding them, I can only feed Trixie. I can't feed Jenny Lee. So we were in the garden doing our habitat, yeah, and we put some furniture up, but we didn't put any seeds or anything in. So you can see that I've got seeds here. We can go to the shops and buy more seeds if we want. I have a few flower seeds, a few, not many. So we can just put them there, and then we can click on the water just to check we've got water, and we can water. That's great. Now, these are flowers. They're going to be done in 8 hours. These are trees. I know you can see that, but they're going to be done in 2 days. Now, personally, I prefer trees. You click on them and the fruit comes off. The trees stay there, so you just have to water them again. And I like trees. You know, I like trees. I like bees. I like sunflowers, even though they make me cough. And, yeah, so that's that. Now, tomorrow, the plan is that we're going to have enough neighbours so that we can visit our neighbours, pick up the trash. We are going to be able to do our daisies. Now, these daisies, 75 daisies, and we can click on them and we can get loads of hearts and loads of coins. Now, these daisies, if I then gift them out and a friend gifts them back, I can then use them again. Okay, they need to be refreshed by gifting. Oh no, I'm not making any sense. So the daisies are in the shop. And I'm going to show you where they are. So we're in Furniture Smart. Now we have to do the point of the arrow, which I hope is quite clear, and then we can go up and down when we're in here. If we just go across, it'll go somewhere else. So we're in Furniture Smart. And these daisies, really pretty. Now, the Ducky Vase flowers can be watered. These can be watered every 7 days. Yeah. But if we're naughty and gift them to a friend and she gives them back, we can water them every day. That way we can get more coins, more hearts, we can level up faster. And so where are we? Yeah, I think that's it. You know, we've definitely got the pet. We've got a few friends. And yeah. Yes. Yes, I think we're up to date. Let's get rid of the search bar. So if we wanted to visit a friend, we could do. Visit Melinda. Yeah, you can see. She has an abstract personality. She's an artist as well. She's a commission artist. She's back at university, training. I know. And we can get ideas for our own happy. And when we want to go home, we can do. So by clicking the house. Now before I go, I am going to log off. So if we go onto the home here. Now the reason I'm doing this is so I can show you how to log on. Now if I started it from here, we would have that mind-bogglingly long process of logging on. Now on my shortcuts on the side it says Petcity 2. I can click that and then we can log on. Yeah, we know it's quite slow because it's on Firefox, and that's fine. Yeah, future videos, we're going to do trading, we're going to do lots more decorating, and obviously visiting the neighbours. But I think we're up to date for today. I can get this edited and loaded, and hopefully you can watch it tomorrow. So yeah, and it is Thursday today, the 29th. Alright, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's a good game. Look forward to meeting you. Thanks ever so much.